On some breaking news coming in from Afghanistan, a powerful blast has hit the center of the Afghan capital, Kabul. The latest report suggesting that the blast was outside the house of Afghanistan's defense minister. As per the latest, the explosion has occurred near the diplomatic quarters in Kabul, where a busy market square houses several government buildings. The blast has rocked a highly secured area. The presidential palace, major embassies, offices of international media and global aid agencies have been operating from the affected area in Kabul. As we continue to monitor the latest coming in, our correspondent Anas Malik is on the ground in Kabul right now. Over to you, Anas. What is the latest that we have at this point?
Well, Molly, about an hour back at around 8 p.m. Kabul time, we saw a major explosion that literally shook up almost everything that was around it. Our hotel, the hotel where I am residing, the hotel windows shook. We could hear gunfire. There was a thick smoke cloud as well towards my left. And then the reports came in that the explosion took place in Sherpur area. That is the police district 10. That is the heart of Kabul. It houses major media outlets, it houses government ministries, it houses embassies as well, and residence of government ministers. It was confirmed a while back that the explosion indeed did take place outside the residence of General Bismillah Mohammadi, who is the Afghan defense minister. Just before, or rather minutes before the explosion took place, we saw, as per reports, what has been confirmed, that there was a meeting that was ongoing between Ahmad Massoud, the leader of the Panjshir militia, and the Afghan defense minister with regards to the uprising militias and what effective role they can play in with regards to the pushback of Taliban. And they had exited the building, the premises, when the explosion took place. As we speak, Afghan media is reporting that there's gunfire that is ongoing. We saw that in the video, in the videos being circulated and passed on to us through our sources. At least 2 attackers are said to have entered the premises. Both General Bismillah and Ahmad Massoud are not said to be in the premises as the gunfire takes place. The ANDSF, the Afghan National Defense Security Forces, have cordoned off the area. There are conflicting reports with regards to the nature of explosion. Some Afghan media says that it was a car suicide attack, whereas some others say that it was just a suicide attack. While it would be cleared up in time to come, the bigger worry is that there are 2 attackers at loose. Afghan forces fear that they might have entered the premises of the residence of General Bismillah, and the hunt for them is currently ongoing. Yes, Molly.
Right, Anas, you've been traveling through Afghanistan, getting us ground reports from some of the friction points there, which have seen the fighting between the Afghan forces and the Taliban escalating. Speaking about this latest blast coming in Kabul, give our viewers a better sense, geographically speaking, of this area, which is highly fortified.
Well, just to tell you, today at 9 p.m., that's like 7 minutes back, the Afghan government had made a public call for people to get out on their rooftops and chant Allahu Akbar, that means God is great in English, as a token of solidarity with the Afghan forces. We saw that happening yesterday in Herat. The Afghan government had requested the residents of Kabul to do this, to repeat the same as a token of solidarity with the Afghan forces as they tried to push back the Taliban. This blast just took place or came an hour before. Even now, as I speak to you, I can hear chants, slight chants of Allahu Akbar being done by the residents of Kabul, though it's coming slightly far away. To my left, where I'm standing, I can hear a helicopter hovering over. I can see a rather thick cloud of smoke. It's not that clear, as intense as it was earlier when I came in here for the live, but it is there. It's visible even now. It's enough to be visible, to be seen through a naked eye as well. This is a highly densely populated area. And it houses media offices, it has malls, it has a major market, it's in the police district 10, it has residence of government officials as well. Additionally, if I walk you through, we've recently seen a wave of rockets Kabul being targeted by a wave of rocket attacks, and most of these rockets did land in the Sherpur area. It's called Sherpur. It borders, or it is just around Shahre-Naw, which is the city center.
Right.
Sherpur is known as the heart of Kabul. So by and large, this attack comes at a the timing of it. There are two ways how it's being looked at. One, to disrupt the call by the Afghan government. Second, to convey a message by the terror-linked elements, by terrorists, that they can strike anywhere, and regardless of whatever the location would be. Yes, Molly.
Right, leaving it there for the moment. Anas Malik, thanks very much for the very latest on that explosion that's been reported in Kabul. Now, WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.